The following is an interview I had with Ryan Cameron, author of the book Tales of Pangaea. Greetings, listenership. Welcome to TLC, Tropical Literature Creatives, the podcast where we interview authors of Caribbean heritage about themselves and their literary works. Today, we have with us Ryan Cameron, author and illustrator of Ryan of Tales of Pangaea. Tales of Pangaea. Forgive the laughter. Ryan and I are just sharing an inside joke here because, believe it or not, Ryan has another engagement. So he stepped away from the engagement to meet with us and tell us about his book at this time. So after all the introduction, Ryan, welcome to the program, first off. And
thank you so much.
And
it's a pleasure and honor.
Great. Can you tell us which Caribbean island you're affiliated with?
Okay, so my family, my aunties, uncles, grandparents, brother, cousins, everybody on both sides, is from the island of Jamaica. So I was the first born in America.
Oh, okay. I mean, since then, have you like made any trips to Jamaica and back?
Yeah, we still have a little bit of land over there. In my mom was from Ocho Rios. My dad was from Kingston. We still have a little bit of land in Ocho, and like half of my family is in Jamaica. The other half is here in the States. So yeah. But to answer your question, yes, I've gone back like I don't know, like 6, 7 times. Yeah.
Okay, I mean, we have this question I usually ask all the authors I'm interviewing. I'm trying to see how I can apply it to yourself. I'll ask it the way that I usually ask them, and we'll see how it works. It's a scenario. Imagine we're meeting each other at the airport. I'm coming to Jamaica, where you have been residing, and I'm asking you, what should I do when it is I get to Jamaica? What advice would you give to me? What place would you recommend I go to? What food would you recommend that I try in Jamaica?
Oh man, it's great. Definitely the food would be the main thing I would say. Come here and come get some of these spices. Come get some flavor in your life. You know what I'm saying? Definitely check out the oxtail, jerk chicken. If you're a breakfast guy like myself, I think it's a breakfast food. Check out the ackee, the breadfruit. You know what I mean? The saltfish, the dumplings, the plantains, all of that. It's an island, so obviously, you're surrounded by water. You gotta hit the beach. Check out James Bond Beach. That's a real good beach. The sand is like super white. And there's just a whole bunch of places. I would recommend, man, just going out, and just find like a local party club type thing. They're all cool, all super chill. Check out some of the check out some of the tourist locations. All of those are cool. Check out what's it called? Parrot Cove or Dolphin Cove or something like that. Definitely check out that. Definitely go check out Dunn's River Falls. Man, just go enjoy and have fun.
Okay, noted. As we ask you that question, let's get a bit into the book as well. For the story and everything, what was your inspiration for starting?
Okay, my inspiration to start. So, my main inspiration was I'm really just like crossing off like the infinite list on my bucket list. So that was definitely one of the things that I've always wanted to do was write a book. So one day I was like, man, you know what? I want to write a book. And I was in a situation when I had a lot of free time. So I just came up with like a random story off the top of my head. And I just, made like a fantasy tale, and I've since stretched it out to become like its own like kind of like a Marvel multiverse kind of thing. So like be on the lookout, because like there's a lot more stuff attached to it. But the book or the story itself is like a 5-part series. So the book that you're referring to is part 1. So yeah.
Oh, so there's more to come.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay. I mean, one of the things that stood out, I mean, as I read about you, is that you not only wrote the book, but you also did the illustration as well.
Yes. So I also am an illustrator. I'm an animator. I'm an actor, author. I'm a model. I'm a director. So I said all those things to say, art is like a thing I do. I've always like drawing and doodling when I was a kid. So this was just like another way, another form of expression to get that out and stuff. So but yes, all the pictures in the book I personally made myself. I I had a little help coloring the cover because all the things that I just said I do, time was a crunch, so I had someone kind of help color some of the cover, but like I made everything. Yeah.
Okay, okay. I mean, those are a lot of skills. Can you tell us a bit about your background, your education? Like, how did you acquire those skills? Are you self-taught?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I'm self-taught with everything, but I'm just a creative. I've I've I like to think of myself as like one of the people that like didn't give up on their imagination when they were young. So like I still like play in like my imagination and think of things and I try to bring those to the forefront from childhood to now. But just young guy at the time ripping around, running around, having fun, watching cartoons and stuff. Anime. I like to have fun, parties, cars, all that type of stuff. But I said all that to say, like, just like living in that bubble, like, well, not a bubble, but living in like that realm within my imagination, formulated me this way. But I like to learn because it makes us better, right? So I said that to say like I'm always willing to pick up like any new skill or talent. So that's kind of how like I've fallen into all the things that I was naming and just crossing off my bucket list like I mentioned for you.
Okay, okay. I mean,
Yeah.
we've spoken a bit about your background a bit. Let's get into the book itself a little. There are a number of colorful characters that you include. Brothers, pirates, zeppelins. I mean,
Yeah.
who's your favorite characters that you would have put into the book? The characters that you enjoyed writing about the most.
That's a nice one. I like the character Najee in the book because he's the comedic relief. Like I see myself more as him more
Mm-hmm.
than anybody else in the story. Him and the main character are actually brothers in the book, and I said that to say I resonate more with Najee because like he's more of like the comedic kind of tone, and the main character Thomas is more of like the business, get things done kind of thing. So when you combine the two, that makes the entity known as me. But
In addition to that, what are some of the takeaways you want readers to have of your book? I'm sure it's fantasy and I'm sure it's meant for entertainment, but is there anything that you want persons to read and to say,
yeah.
here's what I really enjoyed this about this. I learned something.
Every book, I believe every book and every story, and really every person, has a moral or like something you can learn from, right? So I would say that say with my book, like the main takeaway I want people to have is, never give up.
Mm-hmm.
Never give up, and like it's never too late to, do a thing, and enjoy the process of, enjoy your life, your journey. That's a better word. Enjoy the journey of
Mm-hmm.
your life, and never give up on what you believe in. Would be like my dying wish for a reader to take from.
I mean, and I really like that. I really like that. I mean, in addition to that, let's talk a bit about like the publishing part of it. I've had a number of authors on the program, and I would have asked them details about the publishing process. Some of them, they really say that it's seamless and it was harmless, but with others, they indicate that it was like a very unpleasant experience. Can you share with us a little bit about your publishing experience?
Good one. I because I didn't want to wait, and it just seemed like it was taking too long. I chose to self-publish it myself. So I can definitely agree with what they say. Like it is a hassle, but on the same time, like you kind of keep more of your headspace and like more freedom because you're in control of it. But the biggest problem that I would say with it would be because you're doing it yourself. That's your money. So like I really started with like nothing. So like I ran a Kickstarter for it. I was blessed to be able to successfully complete that. And with that, I focused the proceeds from that toward publishing the book, stuff like that. But yeah, it's a time consuming thing, and you just have to want to do it. Like it's not overly hard or not impossible. You just have to want to do it.
Okay, okay. And I really like
Yeah.
that. I really like that. I mean, I mean, after we talking about publishing and stuff, I don't know, you could just tell me something. In Trinidad, we have something called Republic Readers. It's a book that we use. to help persons, learn about reading and comprehension. I mean, there are different books for different age groups. For if you go into primary school, secondary school, or different grades or sixth form, there are books to help you with your reading, your comprehension, etc. I mean, I'm not too sure if your book is along the lines of, I mean, I know that your book is fantasy, but if it is that the education system were to look at your literature and say, here's what, I mean, we think that this book contains that would help persons read better, that would help with their
Yeah.
comprehension. How would you feel about that? What would your thoughts be about something like that?
I would actually love to do that, and my like initial approach to writing the book was to make it, appropriate, still keep it, super, cool and out there, but still keep it, within the realm that it can be read by, anybody, right?
Mhm.
So, but yeah, I would like the opportunity, to have it in more public spaces, especially for kids, because I mean, not to say it that way, but like, they're still, living in their imagination, so I feel like, they would really resonate with the characters and, the art and stuff like that. And then, also I chose to make the book, focus or centered around, African American, people, obviously, because I'm, an African American. But what I mean by that is because I don't think that there's enough representation, of our
Mhm.
culture in a lot of things still, even today, because a lot of people forget, like, we really only been, like, out of slavery, like, as a whole, like, for like 100 years, like, not even, and that's not long at all. But so, I just want to do my due diligence as a Black fantasy fiction author, and, present nice things like that.
No, and I really respect that because I mean that's one of the objectives of a podcast like this. We're not just featuring
Mm,
we feature persons of Caribbean heritage and persons who
mm,
are from Caribbean as well because we believe that there are good things that come from the Caribbean, but persons don't hear about it. And like your
mm-hmm.
literature as well, not many persons did. And we really hope that this program
Correct.
is out there. So we know that there's variety, there are options, and there are also Caribbean writers. Um, I mean, Ryan, you're a man who wears many hats. I mean, you mentioned you're auditioning, you're an actor, you're an illustrator, you're an animator. If it is that, someone goes through your book, reads about your story and says, here's what, I mean, Ryan is like, he just blows my mind. I mean, and I want to put a book together the same way that he has put a book together. What advice would you give to them?
Ooh, that's deep. The main takeaway from the book, never give up, man. Never give up, never surrender. Take it one step at a time. If you can, like, visualize a thing, like, in your head, you can achieve it. And that sounds like so vague whenever people say that, but what I mean by that is, like, once you get like the idea in your head, or, like, the possibility of it, you can definitely take the steps. Take each day one at a time. Don't try to rush through no walls. Take it one step at a time. Baby steps. You figure out what needs to be done first, and, etc. One step leads into another step, and then, before you know it, in like a week time, you jump far. In like a month time, you jump super far. But like, let me give you like a quick insight to my writing process. When I was writing, it took me about 6 months to write the book. There's about 200 and I can't remember the exact number, like 240 something, maybe 47 pages in the book. And what I
Mhm.
and then I said all that to say, when I agreed to write the book, I told myself, look, I'm gonna focus on this thing. Like, I have like a binge kind of personality. Like, when I like something, I want to binge on it, like, during that time, right? So I told myself, all right, I'm gonna write this book. I want to make a chapter a week, and, like, I'm not gonna do anything else, like, outside of that, until I'm done with the chapter. The sooner I get done with the chapter, the sooner I can go do whatever I want until Monday comes back around, and then, I get back into it. So I was just saying that to say, like, um yeah, just have the one-on-one, have the heart to heart with yourself, and agree to do this thing, and then, stick to the baby step process of it. Because, like, when you kind of look at, like, big goals, like, as like a whole, it kind of gets intimidating for some people, because they look at it like, I'm standing in front of this huge mountain, how do I climb it? Look at it like smaller increments. Like, start by getting on the mountain, start by finding the trail. That's the first step, and then congratulate yourself, like, reward yourself for that, and then you move on to the next thing. All right, then we move, a little bit further, and so forth and so on. But yeah, that's what I would say.
No, that's great, man. That's great advice, man. Because sometimes the thing is, you look at the task by itself and it looks really insurmountable. But I mean,
Then
sometimes
you
when you
don't.
break smaller pieces, you get the job done. So yeah,
Mhm.
that's good advice, man. As much as I want persons to hear about your book, we need to hear from you. Where can we find your book if it is that we want to get a
Oh
copy?
man. Okay, my book, Tales from Pangea, Pangea. You can check it out at talesfrompangea.com.
Mhm.
Or it's in all major bookstores, in Walmart, Barnes and Noble, Borders, Amazon, wherever you can find a book, it should be there. Um, the audio book should be released later on this year,
Oh,
or or you can check out my website, Camtron Studios, CAMTRON Studios with a S.com, or check out my Linktree / Camtron954. That's my tag for everything. Find me on all platforms on Camtron954. Yeah.
I can't think of any other questions that I have for you right now. It was really a pleasure having you. You're a very animated, talented individual,
Thank,
and we
thank
look
you
forward
so much. Thank you so much. That's a blessing, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's a blessing.
and we look forward to actually going through the book so that we can just have something of you that you would have put in literature itself.
To
So
the world. You know what? Yeah, that's another thing to do. To leave good bearing fruits, so that, in the future you have, you've done your due diligence as a good human being.
uh, I mean, of course, of course, of course.
you know Thank you
Well,
again. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much.
you've been listening to TLC, Tropical Literature Creators. If you've heard something of interest or something you like, reach out to us. Reach out to our authors. Follow us on social media. We look forward to hearing from you.